It has been eons since I last recorded a video. And by that I mean about 6 months. And I deeply apologize for that. However, I don't know. I think I just needed a change of scenery for a bit. So I went to Twitch for a while. My URL will be shown now. Hopefully, you still want to watch all of this stuff. And if you do, I shall continue right now. Last time we did Kururu's story. Kururu's route. And now, if my recollection of the poll I made all those months ago, excuse me, is correct, you chose Rinka. And so, we'll have to go with her alter ego to start the story. Karin-chan. I guess I'll go with Karin-chan. Karin-chan was a virtual idol character that I like to watch a lot. Excuse me. I found her really cute and charming. I was just a fan of hers, strictly speaking, but I doubted she'd mind if I used her to test out the love note. I couldn't think of anyone else's name to write after all. Also, if you need a refresher course on what this game is about, you got a love angel that came to see the main character, and she's gonna help him get a girl. Couldn't think of anyone else's name to write after all. I scribbled down the noun Karin Minami in the notebook. There. Love Mielu looked down at the love note I handed back to her.
Minami Karin-san desu ka?
Huh? Don't tell me you don't know who Karin-chan is. Oh, you just, awoke the monster, I think. Oh, no, not at all. She wasn't anywhere near that popular yet. As a fan of hers, I knew that all too well. I thought he was gonna go apeshit. But that's exactly why I wanted more people to know about her. Who knows? Maybe Karin-chan would even take the angelic world by storm. I opened my phone and pulled up Karin-chan's channel. Behold! This is Karin-chan. I thrust my phone out at Love Mieru. Can I do this again? There we go. Potential thumbnail material. I imagine this is what my friends would do if I showed them all the VTubers I watch. Oh, she's actually 2D. This isn't a... What's with that withering look? Oh, right. Okay, anyway. Incidentally, she wasn't 2D. She was, in fact, a real person. Just so we're clear, she isn't some game or anime character. I explained to her that Karin-chan was a virtual idol, about how it was a persona, and how she revealed in one of her chatting streams that she was just a regular student. Affirmative. Please don't say it like that. I preferred to think of the person behind her as Karin-chan's soul. But to me, Karin-chan was still Karin-chan.
わかりました。
Yeah, you're not gonna get it. Perhaps sensing how serious I was, Love Miel nodded somewhat weirdly.
それで、あなたはカリンちゃんと直接会話したこととかあるんですか？
Well, no. But she read out a message I wrote in chat once before. I showed Love Miel the screenshot I took at the time. God damn.
このつぐっていうのはつむぐさんですか？
Yeah, how'd you know?
だっていすずさんにつむちゃんって呼ばれてるくらいですし、似たようなものかなと。
Makes sense.
それにしても残しておいてるんですか、そういうの。
Yeah, this is what you would call I was gonna say parasocial, but not quite that. I don't know. This was the first time she'd ever read my message, after all. But she's also liked some of my tweets before and even replied to them once or twice. So I think she might actually know who I am.
はあ、そうですか。
Oh, that face of what the fuck are you talking about, or what am I listening to? Love Meal sounded rather exasperated. Got the feeling she was making fun of me. The fuck?
とりあえずのお試しですから、カリンちゃんでもよしとします。ノートを確認してみましょうか。
Oh, this ought to be good.
どうせ運命度はゼロでしょうけどって。
南カリン、運命度5。あなたのそばにカリンはいるかも？
God damn. Already at a 5.
これはまさかの結果ですね。
Get fucked. Ha 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 ha! See that? She does know who I am.
マジでごめんなさい。素直に謝罪です。
You're damn right. Bow down to me! I'm just kidding.
それよりこのコメント。
She might be closer than you think.
これどういう意味なんですかね？
That's what I was gonna ask you.
そうだ、カリンちゃんにリプを返したりしてるんですよね。それなら本人に直接聞いてみましょう。
Okay, let's back it up a little bit. Huh? Love Me Out have picked up my phone.
なんて聞けばいいですかね。やっぱりどこ住みですかね。
Oh, Love Me Out, you sweet summer child. You have a lot to learn about the internet. Are you an idiot? I snatched my phone back. You're gonna get me instantly blocked by tweeting something like that. I wouldn't be able to see Karin-chan's tweets anymore. Our love would be over before it began. And it goes without saying, you shouldn't fiddle with someone's phone without their permission. Indeed. If you're gonna tweet something like that, do it from your own account.
ごめんなさい。でもどうにかサポートしたくなっちゃいまして。
What that tongue do, though? Yada yada. Our partnership together wasn't looking too bright.
じゃあ他に何か私にできそうなことはないですかね。
Scratches chin, furrows brow. What about gathering more information on Karin-chan? Can you do that?
情報ですか？
I mean, using the internet to come through her socials or her archive streams to gather more information about her. If you can do that, we might be able to find out what that mysterious message meant. True.
そういうことですか。
Although... never mind.
それなら私のゴッドフォンでもできますし、ぜひやらせてください。インターネットの隅から隅までじっくりしっかり調べてみせます。
Oh, really? Hi. You do that. And here we witness the birth of Karin Minami's internet stalker. Yeah. Oh well. If this means Love Miel ends up becoming a fan of hers too, I'll consider it a mission success. Indeed.
それではこれにてテストは終了ということで、どうですか？恋天使の力感じていただけたでしょうか？
I guess. She showed me firsthand the power of the love note as well as the effectiveness of her Cupid's arrows after all. I had no choice but to believe her. Everything she said was true.
では今日はこんなところにしましょうか。本当は漫画を読ませていただきたいところですけど、展開に戻る準備をしないといけないですね。
I'm gonna let this run for a bit so we can refresh our memories. What? I couldn't help but gasp as Love Miel placed her hands on the halo above her head. What are you doing?
この天使の輪っか、着脱式なんです。
Oh, yeah. Huh. Detachable?
これを使って展開に戻るんですよ。こうやって輪っかを広げて、中をすり抜けて。
She's gonna get smited, isn't she? No. Love Miel's explanation began with confidence, but gradually she began to look more and more puzzled.
あれ、なぜでしょうか。うまく、あれでうまくいきません。
Yeah. Nani?
どうしましょう。これでは展開に帰れそうにはありません。
Don't ask me. What'd you want me to do about it? Wasn't expecting me to offer to let her stay, was she? And so she asked him to let her stay. I kept this thought to myself. I didn't want to give her any ideas.
確かにつむぐさんに聞くことじゃないですよね。天使長様に相談してみます。
After placing the halo back atop her head, Love Miel took out her god phone and began calling someone.
どうやら先ほどのイカズチのせいで天使の輪っかが壊れてしまったようです。
Oh, that's right. She got smited for trying to use her arrows on a cat. Naruhodo. I'd gathered as much from the snippets of conversation I could overhear. It seemed the result of her being zapped for using Cupid's arrows. Certainly had looked powerful enough to fry whatever circuitry was in there. Yeah, you're not kidding. Okay. Fucking... Still. You don't really have anyone to blame but yourself for that one.
つむぐさんが嫌なことを聞いたからじゃないですか。
You could have said no! I never asked you to show me how it worked, though.
痛いところを疲れてしまいました。
Oh my god.
いいところを見せようとして失敗した私が悪いんですよね。
Yeah, true. Love Miel heaved a heavy sigh. So, what's the plan?
何がです？
I mean, what are you gonna do? What did this archangel or whoever tell you to do?
ああ、それ聞いちゃいますか。天使の輪っかは自動修復するので、それまでは地上にいろということでした。
Uh-huh. Naruhodo. Self-repairing, huh? That's pretty handy.
でもって、ちょうどラブノートの所有者が見つかったところですし、そこに。
Alright, let me stop you right there. This is the absolute worst outcome I could have imagined. Don't finish that thought. You don't need to say it.
どうしてですか?
Because I don't want to hear it. First of all, where do you guys get off deciding that you get to live in my house without even asking me?
もちろん妹さんにはバレないようにしますので、私にはそれができますから。
Our little sister is very perceptive. Just saying. Look, that's not the problem here. Isn't there anywhere else you can go? And speaking of the little devil, Uta's voice echoed from downstairs. Hi! I shouted back in response. I'll be down in a sec, so just leave it for me. Well, you heard her. I'm gonna need you out of here quick. Uta's room is on the second floor too, so she's gonna be coming up soon. Uta's room was just across the hall. If you kept talking at this same volume, she's gonna think I'm some weirdo who talks to himself. I mean, would that be a stretch? You do keep comments from Karin-chan's streams. Anyway, that's the last thing I need. I don't want my emoto thinking I have imaginary friends.
つまりはつむぐさんは私に寒空の下で一夜を過ごせと言うんですね。
Go spend the night with Kururu or Masura. I'm sure they'll love to have you.
ダンボールハウスはとても寒いのに。
Now she's just being melodramatic.
じー。
Oh, God. Not the puppy dog eyes. Don't give me those abandoned cat eyes. It's not gonna work.
わかりました。それでは二度と私はつむぐさんの前には現れないことにします。
えは
さっき登録されたばかりのライムを即ブロックです。女の子を大切にしない人に恋をする資格はありません。おちっちんも立たなくなっちゃってください。
Okay, this is not... Now you're threatening me? You're no angel. You're a demon, and this is blackmail.
どうですか？今晩止めていただけますか？
Ugh, fine. Have it your way. Jeez. I had no choice. I didn't want to be a virgin for the rest of my life. It was then I heard Utsu's footsteps coming up the stairs. There was no more time to argue. But only for tonight. You got that? Have to think of something else by tomorrow.
わかりました。私は今日だけでも十分です。宣言撤回させてください。つむぐさんはやっぱりとってもいい人です。
Yeah, yeah.
恋天使の名のもとに全力で恋のお手伝いをさせていただきますから。
You're a real piece of work, you know that? While I appreciated her help in finding romance, in all honesty, dealing with her was rather tiring. I wanted some alone time.
あれ、どこに行かれるんですか?
Said I was going to take a bath, didn't I? Just read some manga or something in the meantime.
はーい、わかりました。
Okay. Let me check the config for a minute. Hang on. So, for the next 4 choices, we got Rinka. Oh, maybe I'll go with Saijou-san. I know it's supposed to be white. Now, just so we're not confused, let me...
コンフィグをいじって僕をもっと目立たせるつも
Let
り
me
だね。
just do that. The one girl in our class who stood apart from the rest. The incredible beauty who was always studying by herself. Because of her looks, I'd heard that dozens of guys had tried asking her out, but she turned every single one of them down. Given her track record, I'd never imagined myself dating her before. She and I hardly ever spoke after all. Still, She really is a beautiful girl. I'd even say she's pretty much my exact type. For the time being, I wrote down Saijou-san's name in the notebook. There, done.
ありがとうございます。西条凛香さん。あ、思い出しました。クラスメイトの凛香さんで間違いないですよね。
You know her already?
もちろんですよ。とても美人さんですもんね。
Well, to be fair, they all are.
なんかこう、オーラがあるというか、威圧感があるというか。
Intimidating aura?
近くでクラスの人たちと話をしていたら、睨みつけられてしまいまして。
Ah, well, she always takes her studying pretty seriously after all. You were probably annoying her by being too loud.
つむぐさんは凛香さんと何か関係あるんですか？私が見ていた限り、全然そんな風には見えなかったんですけど。
You're right.
え？
We don't really know each other at all. I wasn't any closer to her than Love Meal was. She glares at me too when I talk too closely to her desk.
それじゃあ見るまでもないんじゃないですか？どうせ運命度もゼロに近って。
Huh?
西条凛香、運命度20。彼女には何か秘密があるかも。
Need you? Wow.
なんか聞いた話から考えると随分と高いですね。
Shit. Is it?
はい、結構驚きです。
I am too. Jesus Christ. Now that you mention it, I often get the feeling she looks in my direction a lot. Especially when Masura and I are talking. Maybe I'm actually her type or something. Oi! Stop looking at me like that. I was expecting her to make some witty retort. Not give me that withering stare. Anyway, I wonder what the second part is supposed to mean. What interested me the most was the following sentence. Perhaps she may be hiding a secret of her own. 秘
密ですか。心当たりはないんですか？
Yeah, no clue.
じゃあとりあえずそれを探るとしましょうか。
That wrapped up today's Love Note session. The impenetrable Rinka Saijou. How would I even go about unearthing this secret of hers? Well, putting that aside for now.
なんでしょう。
Have you decided on a place to stay tonight? Oi, why are you looking away?
いえ、ほら、ご飯食べて戻ったらもう暗かったですし、ここには漫画がたくさんありますし、こっちの方に家があるってできたばかりのクラスの友達にも言ってしまったわけですし、もうつむぐさんの家でもいいかなと。
Like hell it is! I couldn't keep myself from raising my voice.
落ち着いてください、つむぐさん。あまり大きな声を出したら可愛い妹さんに聞こえて変に思われてしまいますよ。
Who cares? She was right. I didn't want her getting suspicious or think I was acting strange. Well, how long is it going to take for your halo to fix itself?
きっと数日で治るはずです。天使長様もそう言ってました。
Keyword. Shouldn't. I'll believe it when I see it. In other words, she was fully committed to staying at my house for the next few days. Fuck. Just as I heaved a large sigh, suddenly the door to my room swung open.
どうしたんですか、兄さん。
Uta came in, tilting her head curiously. Uh, None deもない. That scared me. I nearly forgot that Love Miela was invisible to Uta in her angel form. Oh, thank God for that. Do you need something?
お風呂が空いたので報告に来ただけです。
That made sense. On closer inspection, her hair was freshly dried and I could still see the steam coming off her butt. See the steam coming off her body? Jesus Christ.
というか兄さん、ベッドに漫画散らかしすぎじゃないですか？
I'll clean it up later.
そんなこと言ってめんどくさくなって今日も床で眠るとか。
She looked toward the folded futon in the corner of my room. Well, maybe.
まったく兄さんってば。早く片付けてお風呂入ってくださいね。私は朝早いのでもう寝ますから。
Uta got up early every morning to pack my lunch for me, and so she usually went early too. Hi. Oyasumi nasai.
おやすみなさい、兄さん。
Uta left my room. I let out a relieved sigh.
いきなりの妹さんの襲来、びっくりしましたね。
It comes with the territory, unfortunately. I don't think invade is the word you're looking for. Mayimoto is not an alien. Besides, if anyone's doing the invading, it's you. But, yeah, that caught me off guard too.
それはそうとつむぐさん、今お風呂とか行ってましたよね。
Yeah, so? Love Miela's eyes were sparkling.
私、お風呂入りたいです。
I thought so. But you didn't say anything about wanting to take a bath yesterday when the topic came up.
確かにそれはそうなんですが、昨べは漫画と睡魔の誘惑に負けてしまったというか。私だって乙女なんですよ。シャワー浴びたいです。湯船に浸かって気持ちよくなりたいです。そしたらぐっすり眠れると思うんです。
On my bed, you mean?
はい、つむぐさんのベッドで。
God. This girl is possibly the worst roommate I could have asked for. Not a single shred of modesty. Well, hey, at least she's doing the bare minimum and she's not walking around naked, you know? Still, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
何か困ったことでも？
Uta might not be able to see you, but what if she catches you using the bath? She'd still be able to see the shower turning on and off by itself, for example. She'd think the house was haunted or something. Actually, I think I've got a solution.
何ですか？
How about we take a bath together?
つむぐさん、それ本気で言ってるんですか？さっきも言いましたが、私は乙女なんですよ。嫁入り前の娘が男の人に生まれたままの姿を見せるなんて。
An unmarried woman like you shouldn't be living in another man's house either. He got you there.
まあ、それはそれ、これはこれです。それに全然話が違いますよ。
Are they?
そうだ、いいこと思いつきました。つむぐさんはここで待機。もし妹さんが降りてくる素振りなどがあれば、すぐさま私のゴッドファンに緊急連絡って感じで。ゴッドファンは完全防水ですから、お風呂場に持って行っても問題ありませんから。
Fine. I guess that works. Hopefully it won't come to that, though.
では、行ってきます。
Hold on, let me show you which towels to use.
おはようございます。
We had just finished clearing away our breakfast plates when a familiar voice rang out from the front door. Is Kasaki-san here to pick you up again today?
そうみ たいですね。ちょっと玄関見てきます。もしかして今日もみんなで登校でしょうか。
I very nearly shouted out loud.
安心してください。私今は透明化してますから。
Listen, you. She might be invisible, but for someone who'd been freeloading for 4 days already, she was running around the place a little too freely for my liking. Not to mention, I'd look like I was talking to myself if I were to have a conversation with her like this.
それよりつむぐさん、クルルさんたちと一緒なら私も昨日みたいに偶然を装って一緒に登校してもいいですよね。ね。
It seemed kind of suspicious for that to happen 2 days in a row.
目的地はみんな一緒なんですから、私先回りして待ってますね。
Fine. Was walking together really something to be that excited about? With an inexplicably cheerful expression, Love Miel flew out of the living room.
おはようございます、先輩。お待ちしてました。
Ohio.
よかったら先輩も一緒に登校しませんか？目的地はみんな一緒なんですし。
Love Miel had said the same thing. Sure, I don't mind. Is that okay with you, Uta? Why am I asking my little sister? People aren't gonna tease you for walking to school with your Oni-chan, are they?
私は兄さんさえ良ければ。
You sure?
はい、せっかくですし、普段クルルちゃんが一緒じゃなくても。
Yeah, I bet.
兄弟仲が良くていいですね。それじゃあ3人で行きましょう。
Sure. As I glanced at Kosaki-san's face, I got the feeling she was up to something. As we were co-workers, I was under the impression I knew what kind of person she was, to some extent, but... had she always had this sort of personality?
皆さん偶然ですね。
Before we'd even taken a few steps, Love Miel, or rather, Eru, leapt out from around the corner. That's way too soon, idiot. You may as well have said you were lying in wait to ambush us.
あの方、昨日も。
Well, looks like we take the same route to school.
そうだとしても、昨日も今日もタイミングが。
Ah, I knew it. Need to think of something to say fast. Oh great, now Kururu's looking at me funny.
おはようございます、ホイミ先輩。
Saki-san's eyebrows knitted together for a moment, but her expression quickly cleared as she greeted Eru normally. Hopefully she just accepted the fact that bumping into Eru wasn't anything too unusual. But that look of skepticism on her face is all too familiar. It was the one I saw all the time in mystery manga. I had a bad feeling about this.
みんなで学校、みんなで学校。
Eru, on the other hand, just seemed to be delighted walking to school with her friends.
それでは教科書の次のページを開いてください。
Minakoshi Sensei's pleasant voice echoed throughout the quiet classroom. Warm rays of spring sunshine spilled through the windows. I was feeling so comfortable that I began to doze off. Suddenly, my eyes wandered towards Saijou-san. Being the honor student that she was, he was focused intently on the lesson at hand. For some reason, though, I got the feeling she seemed a little more disgruntled than usual. Perhaps she was just troubled about something? If I had to guess, she's probably still frustrated about not being able to win that Kumatan teddy bear at the arcade. Yeah, right. An honor student like her wouldn't be worrying about something like that.
お昼
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not giving you any.
なんでですか？お昼ご飯抜きで私がひもじい思いをしてもいいと？
Could at least give her some money to go to the cafeteria. You know? Stop shouting, will ya? You're attracting too much attention. A few people were glancing curiously in our direction. For the time being, I escaped out into the hallway. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey. What are you doing here? I don't see you hanging around the second floor too often.
クルルちゃんが兄さんと一緒にお昼ご飯を食べたいと言って。
Kururu, you say? She was?
はい。先輩のことが気になるので。
Wow. Huh?
おやおや、つむぐさんってばモテますね。
Oh, this girl's face was pissing me off.
ああ、大丈夫。うたちゃんからお兄さんを奪おうなんて全然思ってないから。
Yeah, she already had her route.
私は別にそんな心配は。
Or should I say sub-route because of how short it was. Uta's eyes flicked toward me. I wasn't really sure how to respond to that look. Oh, God, look at that.
みんなでお昼ご飯嬉しいですね。どこで食べますか？
What makes you think we're all eating together?
ダメですか？
Ah, don't do that to Kururu.
ダメなんですか？
Oh, God. Curse those puppy dog eyes! Damn it! Oh, great. Now her? Even Uta was using her feminine charms against me. Women. I'm kidding. Perhaps the reason these girls seemed so unusually cute today was due to a certain angel of love following me around. Or so I mused to myself as the four of us relocated to the rooftop.
もうエイルさん、お弁当を忘れたからって兄さんのを取らないでください。私のをあげますから。本当ですか？嬉しいです。そこまでするとは言ってません。
The prospect of eating lunch with her friends seemed to have Edo in extremely high spirits. Ignoring Uta's reluctance, she continued leaning forward with her mouth wide open. Oh boy, you gotta teach her some, human etiquette. Meanwhile... Apparently unconcerned with rescuing her friend from this pushy upperclassman, Kusaki-san simply observed Edo with a keen interest. The sharpness in her gaze resembled that of a veteran detective you might find in a manga. I hope I was wrong about this, but... Nah, Kusaki...
美味しいです。この肉じゃが、一日経ってすっかり味が染みましたね。なんでこれが昨日作ったものだってわかるんですか？
Edo, you're blowing your cover!
それはその...
Oh my god, what an idiot. Hano baka! Uh-oh. Kusaki-san's eyes are gleaming like a certain famous detective who found a major clue. Oh, you know, since yesterday's dinner was so delicious, I had to brag about it to her on rhyme. That's how she knew.
そうですそうです。ライムで写真を見たんです。お肉多めでお兄さんへの愛を感じましたよ。
Yeah.
どうしてお肉多めだって知ってるんですか？兄さん、晩ご飯を写真に撮るような習慣ないですよね。昨晩も撮ってなかったような。
This is... She sees, hears, and knows everything. I took a picture while you were in the bath. It really was delicious. You should definitely make it again sometime. I grabbed Uta by the shoulders. Your cooking never disappoints. I truly appreciate it. I look forward to it again every day.
そうですか。お兄さんがそう言うなら頑張ります。
Whew. Looks like I managed to divert Uta's suspicions for the time being. Okay, but what about Kusaki-san? The question now was... How was I going to fool Kusaki-san, whose thoughts already appeared to be racing ahead, as she sat quietly by herself?
ああ、ウタさん、今日のお弁当のデザート、イチゴでしたよね。私に一粒ください。
Strawberries for dessert? Okay.
なんですって。勝手につまもうとしないでください。二人取り分けてあげますから。
Turning away from the other two as they returned to their meal, Kusaki-san drew closer in toward me.
先輩。
Hi. I felt myself tensing up.
放課後、またここに来てください。小見先輩と一緒に。
Oh god. Heru? どうして?
ご心配なく、時間は取らせませんから。
Alright, fine. I had a bad feeling about this, but I accepted nonetheless. Fucking mouse. I arrived on the roof. It was deserted. Since we'd come here immediately after homeroom, it appeared Kosaki-san had yet to show up. Listen, we're gonna do this exactly like we discussed, alright?
わかってます。私は黙ってつむぐさんの言うことにうなずくだけですよね。
Why do I have a feeling that's not gonna happen? Why do you look so unhappy about it?
だって私はつむぐさんの恋のサポートをするのが役目なんですよ。もっと私に頼ってください。
Maybe if you actually were reliable for once.
なるほど。
Fuck.
話は聞かせていただきました。先輩。え、クルルさん？先に来て、こっそり隠れていたんです。
You cheeky little shit.
人がいない状態なら、きっと油断して秘密を喋ってくれるかも、とは思いましたが、まさか、こんなにあっさりうまくいくなんて思いませんでした。なんですかこの名探偵っぽいセリフ。漫画で読んだことあります。
Same. I never thought I'd be on the receiving end, though. Whenever the detective revealed their strategy like this, it means he'd cornered the criminal. In other words, we'd been caught in the act.
クルル、ずっと気になってたんです。先輩が美人転校生と妙に親しいなって。美人転校生だなんて。
I don't think intimate is the word. Oh, hush you.
最初は右も左もわからない転校生に親切にした青春系ボーイミーツガールあるあるだと思ってました。でもそれにしてはやけに親しすぎます。
We're not really that close, though.
そうですよね。
Stop looking so disappointed. We're the ones who are gonna be in trouble if you don't manage to fool her.
不思議だったんです。ウタちゃんも知らない交友関係が先輩にあるなんて。
Because why does Uta have to know everything that goes on in my private life?
バイト先での出会いなら絹店長やお狐先輩がネタにしないわけがありません。
Well, can't deny that.
小見先輩の転校と時も同じくして先輩が部屋で独り言を言っているとウタちゃんが心配していました。
Fuck.
いちごジャムの消費量も増えていると。
Is that so?
なぜかこっそりお夜食を部屋に運んでいるようだとか。
God damn it, Uta. I'm a growing boy after all.
恋見先輩、いちごが好きなんですよね。はい、大好きです。佐久間先輩は別にいちごに目がないってことはないですよね。
That's not true. I love strawberries. They're delicious. I, the narrator, on the other hand, do not like strawberries.
今日のお弁当のいちご、恋見先輩に全部あげてましたよね。佐久間先輩、恋見先輩を家にかくまっているでしょう。どうしましょう、つむぐさん、バレバレですよ。
Well, she does now! Idiot!
やっぱり。
Oh, god damn it. God damn it, why'd you have to open your fat mouth? This clueless angel is the type of person who wasn't fit to play the role of the criminal or the detective in a mystery novel.
それに加えて、先ほどの恋のサポートという言葉。口頭無形ではありますが、すべての不可能を除外して、最後に残ったものが真実です。たとえそれがどんなに奇妙なことでも。恋見先輩、あなたは佐久間先輩のもとに現れた居候系ラブコメヒロインなんですね。
Oh my god.
そこまで推理されてしまったならもう隠せませんね。
Oi! Don't just give in like that! The hell is a deadbeat rom-com heroine anyway? It was baffling how she was able to say so- wait. Oh, that's a typo. It was baffling how she was able to say something so absurd without batting an eye.
安心してください、先輩方。クルル、もっといろんなことを経験したいだけです。
You had plenty of chances in your route. Huh?
先輩も知っての通り、クルル、引っ込み思案なんです。
Yeah, we know. Oh, well, I guess. When she'd first begun working at the restaurant, she'd had a very hard time dealing with customers. Even opening up to her fellow coworkers had taken quite some time.
でもクルル、もっと世の中のいろんなことを知りたいんです。もっともっと人間として成長したいんです。
なるほど。
だから面白そうなことや自分が知りたいと思ったことには積極的になりたくて、先輩と恋見先輩がやろうとしてるのは絶対に面白いことだってクルルの心のアンテナが反応したんです。
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Antenna?
だからクルルも仲間に入れてください。絶対お役に立ちますから。
Even if you say that.
感動しました。人間として成長したいというクルルさんの心意気。
ほい。
つぶぐさんの周りには可愛くて恋愛にうってつけの子がいっぱいいるのになかなか進展しなくて困ってたんです。
Giving me that look wasn't helping. ちょっと待って、time! I hurriedly pulled Ale toward me.
なんですか、つむぐさん。ここまでバレたなら白状するのが少年漫画のセオリーですよ。
Yeah, but this isn't a manga. Stop getting so excited about this. Why was she so keen on being in a manga-like situation when she was already an extraordinary being herself?
恋電子とかラブノートの話をしても信じてもらえないでしょうけど、つむぐさんも未だに疑ってくるくらいですし。
Yeah, you've only got yourself to blame for that.
でも奥手なつむぐさんの恋を応援してくれる協力者がいたら
hit of a late bloomer?
何せおちっちんの生死がかかってますし。
Yeah, let's not remind me.
何かエッチな話をしてませんか？
Oh, god damn it. No, you didn't. Just give us another minute, please. Keep your voice down, Edu.
ごめんなさい。だけどいかがですか？クルルさんは妹さんとも仲良しですし、何か困ったことがあったら助けてくれるかも。
Yeah. With Edu living at my house for the time being, it was true that there was a constant risk of Uta discovering her. Having a trusted friend of hers on our side could certainly prove useful. If she found out the truth, she might go straight to our excuse me, might go straight to our dad about it. That'd be an even bigger headache. I suppose you're right. That would be nice to have another person to help. No offense, but you're not exactly the most reliable when it comes to romance.
何ですかそれは。失礼なことは言われましたけど、とにかく納得していただけましたか？クルル、仲間に入れてもらえるんでしょうか？
Why not? We're already in deep shit anyway.
ほら、こんなに期待の眼差しを向けてくる可愛い後輩を無理にするんですか？ ダメですか、先輩。
Alright, I guess I got no choice. A happy Kudaloo is... I don't know. A happy Kudaloo is good.
さすがです。つむぐさん、なんだかんだ言って優しいんですから。
However, you cannot breathe a word of this to anyone. I mean it. Especially not to the people whose names I'd written in the love note. Not only would that be embarrassing, it'd be a little awkward if they found out I was somewhat interested in them.
協力者がいれば、私がゴロゴロしながら漫画を読んだり、学園生活を満喫する時間も増えますね。
Yeah, that's what you think. So that's what you were... Wait, so that's what you were after all along, wasn't it? This little...
冷たい目で見ないでください。つむぐさんが運命の人と結ばれてほしいって思ってます。私のラブチャームを100にするためにも。
Jesus, why don't you just blow this whole thing wide open? Why is it that everything always comes back to being about you? For the 100th time, I wonder if this girl is even an angel at all. If anything, her unbridled behavior reminded me more of a little gremlin. Yeah, no shit. Well, anyway, it's about time we explained the situation to her.
ありがとうございます、先輩。
You might want to have a seat for this one. Her eyes were sparkling. I'd never seen Kasaki-san act this way. I'd always thought she was a shy, quiet girl. Excuse me. I think a side of her like this existed.
では、詳しいお話を私から。
Edu made a show of clearing her throat. I didn't like the sound of that.
実はつむぐさんは90日以内に恋人を作らないと性不能になってしまう奇病にかかっているんです。
Well, yeah, that's the long and short of it, really. Strange condition. Oi!
私はそんなつむぐさんを救うためにやってきた居候系ラブコメヒロインなんですよ。
You realize that isn't a compliment, right?
先輩、クルルが知らないうちにそんな面白かわいそうな病気に。
I'm sorry, did she just say funny?
クルルさんも私と一緒につむぐさんの恋のサポートをしてください。わかり りました。クルル、頑張ります。
I didn't know whether this was a direct result of Love Meal's arrival or not. The things around me seem to be getting livelier and livelier by the day. Yeah, you're not kidding. After school, there was a certain place I wanted to go.